Yo! We're live. What's up, Greasy? Jake, I guess? Snom time. Hello, Rain. Hello, Cat. Hello, Maverick. I haven't done any of this off screen, so we're still sitting around the 900 mark. I figure I'll go to 1,000 or best offer. Doing all right, Rain. How are you? Twitch folks, I'm also doing this over on YouTube, so might be some extra chatting going on here. Inspired Q-Bomb? Good question. Izzy, the other vocalist in the band, and I had been friends since late high school, somewhere around there. And we always had shared interest in music. We always wanted to start a band. We started actually... This song is actually a very early version of one of our first projects. But it required a lot of production. It didn't have a live presence, so we decided to start Q-Bomb, which was... you know, like the live band, the punk band, the thing that we could actually, like, go out and play a show with. So, that's what started it from that sense. If you ask Izzy, they'll probably give you a much more colorful answer. Thanks for the feedback. Is that any better? Always good to get constructive feedback like that. Yeah, it's problematic if you think too hard about it. The last session of this, we were joking about that, how, like, you know, the population is forever changed. Or there's the same one Wooloo who just keeps showing up and getting its day ruined. Wonder if Cat's still in here. Can I do that for no. Oh, there it goes. Thanks for the help there. Thanks, Cat. Plans for Among Us with the band and select fans. It's not a bad idea. I know we were talking about that. It's a little tough to try and get six different people doing the same thing at the same time. We do have one other thing that we're all kind of trying to gear up and do together, but that's a couple weeks out at this point, I think. But yeah, that is on the menu. That was a fun time. I think people would be down to do that. Boo. Boo. Boo, Squirrel, boo. Yeah, we'll keep you posted. There will be posts on social media and probably a community update on YouTube if we decide to do something like that. Also, most likely it would be fielded from the Discord, so if you're not in there, go ahead and get joined up. I believe there are links under all of our videos for that. Well, all the recent ones. Wish I had more to say. But yeah, thanks, man. No worries. If you think of it, if that ends up being a thing with the, oh, what is it? The Among Us play. That would probably be the way to join. Oh, the rare one. Alright, I'm curious. Where are we in this? How many? $947. Oof. Well past max odds. Love how interactive you are with your fans. Thanks, Rain. We try. We wish we had more actual music content to provide at this point, but world being the way it is a little bit tough. But hopefully soon things will get a little bit easier to do some actual, like, you know, punk band stuff as opposed to hunting for Wooloos. Nothing's more punk rock than, you know, grinding out rare Pokemon, right? I mean, looking for a black sheep Pokemon, at least that's a little bit punk. And I'm using this guy, he's pretty punk too. And it's time to switch him out. Let's switch Snom for Snom. Yeah, Snom. Oh, Cloud. I see you. Okay. It's a good song. We definitely have a lot of inspiration owed to the Scott Pilgrim soundtrack. I mean, Sex Bomb, Q Bomb. Seems pretty obvious. Ooh, Jordy plays a Stingray. I also play a Stingray on her recommendation. Very, very good bass. Especially if you're looking for active pickups. Those are fantastic. Hers is a bit nicer than mine. Mine's the entry level. Hers is a few tiers higher. But I'm left-handed, so it's a little hard to justify the bigger spend. Maverick, you play a Sunray? Why does that make me think that it's like a weird knockoff version? Oh yeah, highly recommend the brand. There is the cheaper version of it, but it's still going to be a more expensive thing than, like, you know, a good starter base. Go with an Ibanez or something like that to start you out, and then once you're comfortable with it. Left-handed pariah. Yeah, it's a tough thing shopping for any guitars when you're left-handed. Also, good luck learning any of the other stringed instruments. They don't make left-handed violins, as far as I know. So I gotta kind of be ambidextrous. Perfect. I learned on a $90 beater, a Rogue, when I was in middle school, and I still have the parts for that one. I took it apart so that I can kind of Frankenstein it, just because it's got a special place in my heart. I think I'll always love that the neck action on it, but the body is just particle board. It's awful. I also have a custom order Gittendo coming at some point, but you know, gesture broadly at everything, that's been like put on hold for almost a year at this point. Wooloo is being very difficult. Like, he just needs to show up. All of its, brothers and sisters and family could, like, stop getting knocked out. I'm gonna hit 1,000 pretty quick here. I'm at, like, 950 right now. Like, before I stop streaming, there's gonna be 1,000. Or a shiny. Cartoons on downtime, that's like what I spend most of my time doing. We were just watching something last night that I have trouble pronouncing. Help me out, Maverick. What was it? If he's still around. But yeah, we had like 4 episodes of anime last night, and then we try to do like about an hour or 2 hours or something a week with a friend. We just went through Owl House and Oh, what was that other one? Dorohedoro. I think everybody in the band's big on animation if they're not already part of the industry. There it is. Marimishita Irumakun. It's a trip. It kind of presents itself like it's going to be shown in battle anime, like real standard fare stuff, but then it kind of bucks that by making it, you know, a weird demon school drama. You forgot the hyphen, Maverick. What the heck? I'm just here patiently waiting for the Uzumaki anime. Yeah, internet's amazing, right? Ah, glad to be part of that, Rain. Those Demon Girl stickers are cute. If you want to support the artist, Chelsea Holt. She's got a lot of interesting things on her, like, Twitter and Instagram and whatnot. Not only that, but my character's name is Snom. I have boxes full of things misnamed Snom. I'm a fan. I like Snom. You ever just take stock of your life and realize you're like chasing squirrels in a video game for internet strangers? Me neither. Yeah, you're allowed to think about it, just, you know, don't ever stop. It's absolutely true. That does beat actually chasing squirrels. You got me there. That's good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure once we get our Wooloo, once we get our shiny here, it's gonna be named Snom. Unless something just incredible happens that, like, kind of, like, changes my life forever between now and then. I can't think of a cooler name than Snom. Oh boy, what does the Q in Q-Bomb stand for? The answer to that is the Q in Q-Bomb stands for cart before the horse. It stands for whatever phrase, especially phrases that don't start with Q. It really has no meaning beyond just it sounded cool. Q-Bomb, yes. Q-Bomb definitely stands for integrity and love. And moderation. Thank you, Jake. I gotta... Hold on, let me fix this. I realize that this scene that I'm using here doesn't have an element that would be kind of nice for everybody, I think. There, hopefully that'll help. Queso bomb? Was it behind everything? No, it's on top. Oh, I've got Pointy Snom, and I've got Hot Snom. Why was the Tiny Desk concert privated? We're not particularly proud of that performance. It was a transitionary time where I was on keys, and I'm not a very good keyboard player. Thankfully, we've got Jake now. If we were to do that again, I think we would probably keep the performance up. But yeah, it was a lineup that just isn't us anymore, and just wasn't a big fan of that recording, so yeah, it's been privated. What about Bomb Snom? Bomb Snom. Q-Snom. I think if I ever go for a shiny Toxtricity, Q-Snom's a good name. I also kind of want to raise an actual team of just Snom. Like actual Snom. It'd be weak as hell, but god, the lulz. One can never have enough Snoms. If I were grinding Snoms out, I'd have to catch all of them instead of fight them. Although I love WOOLOOS too. Guess that logic doesn't really follow. Yeah, it'd take a minute, but it'd be worth it. Having to start a second file to store all of your Snoms. Hello, goodest boy. Oh man, that's right. Meatball is the goodest boy. What an odd path that would be. I mean, it's a choice. Meatball's a good choice. But, you know, that's a choice. What am I saying? I use it for a... Like, I made a song about it. You do you, man. Do whatever. That would feel so culty. I'm only part of the Snom cult. I don't know about a meatball cult. That's gonna require a different high priest. Oh boy, have I ever played other Pokemon games. I've played more than I haven't. The first two generations for sure. I skipped Ruby, Sapphire, Diamond, Pearl, but all the other ones... Oh yeah, and I skipped Sun and Moon, but I played all the other ones. Not a whole lot of the spin-offs, actually. I played the TCG Game Boy game, like, way back in the day, too. Hello, Serdo. All the way from Peru. Wow. That's amazing. Jake, we're international. What is it that he says in like every song? Mr. Worldwide Bulldog. He's in the chat. You could well, he's over on Twitch, but he'll see it now that everything's up on the screen here. If he pops back in, I think he's just kind of lurking. But yeah, I'll let him know you say hi. Now that's gonna bug me. What's that saying he always said? Like Bulldog, he always had that thing at the beginning of every song. I know he had that, but there was like a one phrase. I might be thinking of something else. Because there's that guy with another one. But I could have sworn. I could have sworn he had another phrase. What got me into making music? Oh boy. Like, being bored as a young teenager, like 13-year-old. My dad always played music, my mom always played music. They finally said, you need to stop, like, doing nothing and just start learning something. So we toured around. I finally eventually picked bass. They finally bought me one, and yeah, that's DJ Khaled, the another one. What a clown. That's the thing. Thank you. Dale. It's fine. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, I just kind of got a bass when I was pretty young and started just playing that because I had nothing else to do, and wouldn't you know it, it ended up paying off. And then later on in middle school, or junior high, or whatever you want to call it, still early teens, I got kind of co-opted into the choir of my school because they needed people. And at first it was something, just an elective that I would do for 1 year, and then they wouldn't let me ever leave. It's kind of a captive thing for a long time, but after a while I ended up liking it, and there's where vocals came from. Eventually, later on in life, like after college age, found other people who kind of wanted to do the same thing, forgot all of my choral training and started singing the way I sing now. I would like to go, like, somehow look up that choir teacher and be like, hey, this is what I do now, and watch the cringe. I'm sure they'd be proud anyway. There probably is a record. I mean, they have to track that, right? It's probably Justin Bieber or something. Do it, Goodest Boy. Make a game. Let me know if you need soundtracks. This song right here was actually for Game Jam. Super proud of it because it's modal. We had it set up to be programmatically changed, so like this would be like for the menus right now, and then once it loops, it would be like the actual gameplay. Then there's the third one that's like the damaged version. So like right here. Press start. Once you're hit and damaged, you have one hit left, it's this. Oh. Later, Jake. Oh yeah, it's Big Sam! Let you know. That's funny. We need a corpse voice. That guy's voice is impressive. I'm a fan. I don't particularly care for the music, but like that voice though. Oof. Hey, you never know when you need a semi-shitty corpse voice. We got you on speed dial, just in case. Drop of the hat, we've got corpse voice. That's an interesting thought. Corpse in Spanish. Alright. Spanish, I think, is a more aesthetically pleasing language. Oh man. Shure makes good stuff. Audio-Technica is pretty good for, like, budget level things that need to be, like, solid. It all kind of depends on, like, what you're doing, though. If you're just in your room, or, like, in a closet or something, you just want to get something that, I don't know, has a good room tone to it, because, like, what I'm using is a cardioid mic, and it would definitely be better to have a condenser, but that also requires, like, a setup. If I were doing, like, actual recording for a song or something, this wouldn't cut it, but for Twitch, like, who cares? As long as it doesn't sound like an airplane hangar, you're alright. Ah, crap. I'm out of attack moves that don't take 2 turns. Gotta switch out Big Zam for Snom. just have to rename that Dragapult. He needs to be a snob. Yeah, for starting out, I'm sure stuff like Blue Yeti would be really good. Because getting a Shure mic or something like that means that you also have to get a capture device, like a Scarlet, you know, Solo, something like that. But just getting a nice USB mic would be okay, probably for when you're starting out. Yeah, Yeti's not bad. I hear pretty decent recordings off of those. They catch a lot of flack for being like the go-to thing that people are like, oh, you use a Yeti, whatever. Or did you read a blog or something and just decide to start doing things? Yeah, it's good for a reason. You know, people recommend it for a reason. You know, you're not gonna walk into a studio and like cut a amazing album on it, but if you're just recording stuff at home, yeah, it's great. Yeah, if you can swing it, you know, go the capture device route, you know. It's not too much more expensive, and it lets you upgrade a lot easier. But, you know, that's an extra $100 just for the device to allow you to get another $100 mic, whereas you could just spend 50-60 bucks on a decent USB mic and be done with it. Handle everything in software, just be good. Maybe spend an extra 25 on a pop filter and like a sound dampener combo. Those are pretty cheap and like very, very useful. I've got to be getting close to 1,000 now. Yep, pretty close. Well, catching the next one no matter what. Wooloo number 1,000. Whoa. Critical capture. All right. Got my bet on maybe like the 3,000 mark, somewhere in there. Thanks for the follow. Mama said that we all gonna die. Excellent name. It's fine, keep this one. Oh yeah, most of my Pokemon are named Snom. Anticosm. Yeah. It's what they should all be striving to be. They should all strive to be Snom. Okay, so I had my theories about like the color coding going on the chat up here, and like I kind of thought that like the orangish pinkish color there meant YouTube and the purple meant yeah, the purple meant Twitch, which would make a lot of sense to me. But like that one, Mama said we all gonna die, was in the pink. Why'd it do that? Thanks for the follow, Anticosm. Yeah, it doesn't get it 100% right on this, like the way it shows up on screen, so I was kind of thinking maybe it's like color coding them, but I guess not. It would make sense, right? Purple for Twitch, and then like the weird reddish pinkish for YouTube. But no, it's just like a happy accident, I guess. So confused. Well, I guess, yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense, because on my screen, your Twitch name is green, which is the same green as the YouTube ones. This is confusing. Whatever, I'm just gonna keep knocking out sheep. Thanks, Rain. Yeah, I did all the pixel art. It's all animated, too, or most of it is. But, Spotify does not do animated album covers yet. Or, I don't know if they have plans to. They don't do animated album covers, so we get stills. I mean, they kinda do for, like, bigger releases. Maverick. Do it. Friggin' do it. Catch a shiny Wooloo on your fifth encounter. I'm trying, man. I'm really just willing this to be what it is, you know, but 1,000 and change attempts in. I just don't have the strength. Or technique, or whatever it takes. Just perseverance, apparently. That is a very looking face. Hey, thanks, Trinity. That's really nice of you to say. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Trashbot, as we call it. That was the song that kind of that was like the first thing we wrote as a band, because we wanted something that had that aggressive kind of trashy vibe to it, and I think we really caught it there. Yes, I have completed the Pokédex. Yes, I do have the shiny charm. We are at max chances, max odds to get this thing, and here I am coming up on 1,050 attempts. Now that first impact is pretty fun. Like there's no like there's production issues with it, which we're gonna be fixing for the full release, but like I don't think there's anything like I would change songwriting wise or lyrically, anything like that. I like the way those came out. Like Trashbot is rough though. Like that needs a really good mastering. Because if you listen to that like on a TV speaker, oh boy. It's supposed to sound like garbage, but not like that kind of garbage. We had one full day. We went over, actually, on our time to film that video. It was a lot of fun, but it was very hot. It was the middle of the California summer, and a pretty hot one on record. And fun fact, if you have a whole bunch of fog machines going off, you can't have the air conditioning on either, because it just clears out all the fog. So that was a rough day, and we had like 50 people there to kind of be the crowd and to help us out and everything. And it got hot in that little room. Got up to 3,000 encounters with no luck. At full odds, the shiny charm. Switched to egg hatching, and even then, it was another 600 before I got the shiny. Yeah, the egg hatching, I'm sure it's faster. I'm sure I should just go do that, but like this feels a little bit more involved for me. I think if I get to like the 3,000 mark and I'm like still no, I probably would do the same thing and just jump ship over to egg farming. Yeah, there were a couple pickup shots before and after for that video, like an hour here and there, just because we needed a few little like stitches, especially the very intro where there's like the gearing up thing, the shot of Izzy's head, the side of Izzy's head, and like the little zippers and stuff. But like most of it was there that day. It was a big 12-hour long shoot. We've had a couple big YouTubers. The one that I'm most aware of is Pan Pizza. He did a big one talking about one of the Gene, or Izzy, one of his cartoons. And then he's like, oh yeah, by the way, he does music, and check these guys out. There was a big influx from that. And then Ali Grinde, the Everything Is Fine dog. That had like a weirdly huge impact, like a ton of people came from that. Yeah, Rebel Taxi. It was real nice of him to send people our way. He didn't have to do that. He was talking about entirely different stuff, and he was like, oh yeah, by the way, music. So yeah, we're fans. What's up, Toast? We passed the 1,000 mark. Still no luck. Alright. See you, Rain. It was good chatting with you. We'll catch you around. And again, I'll contact you if I need the Spanish corpse voice. See ya. Domino's coming. Are they better in your area? They're not so great out here. Maybe just the one super local to me. My choice of the trash chain pizzas is at least lately has been Little Caesars. It's the perfect college chow. It's like $5 for a whole pizza. It's terrible, but like at least the ingredients are somewhat edible. They have very little carpet content in their pizza. Not like, you know, the Papa John's or Pizza Hut or whatever. Oh yeah, it probably would be a little bit faster, huh? You're not getting anything. They don't... I guess they disproved the whole chaining thing. But even then, like, once you run into 25 of them... In any case, I kind of like the counter. Oh, I'm doing Twitch and YouTube. That's why half the time you can't see them. It is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure, not 100% sure, but pretty sure it's against Twitch TOS, but I guess we'll find out. It's weird that Streamlabs would offer it if it were, you know, kind of frowned upon like that, so we'll see. I'm gonna guess it's a partner thing, but I don't know. I read conflicting information on it a lot. We've got a much bigger base over on YouTube, and I wanted to just kind of give it a test, but it wouldn't let me switch over to just YouTube, so I'm like, fine, whatever. Yeah, exactly. Competing platforms. They don't want you to send your Twitch people over to YouTube or vice versa. Even though that's been how it's happening. I think 2 people so far started on YouTube and went over to the Twitch account. Thank you. That's super cool. Imagine Facebook gaming. That doesn't exist. I mean, effectively just, like, buying their career, right? Because you're going to a platform where, like, who's gonna watch you? I can't think of anybody that I, like, watch on Twitch that I would follow over to Facebook for just about any reason. They would need to get, like... God, like, RTJ could probably start streaming over on Facebook Live, and I'd still be like, maybe not. Yeah, I think that was a good play on his part, to just, like, you know, jump ship, watch the second ship sink, and then jump back to the original ship. Where did he end up? Is he in something else now? I know him by, like, name and, like, cringe factor, not by anything else. Alright, good for him. Oh. I mean, I guess it keeps it special. I was worried with the whole, I mean, it still is kind of disappointing with the whole, Pokemon Go thing, making it so much easier to get shinies. You know, and I guess, you know, give the customer what they want. They want the shinies. They're gonna go through whatever process they can to get them, but it's kind of neat to have that rarity to them. So I don't quite mind that it's a little bit broken, but at a certain point, you know, fix your shit, Nintendo. I can't do any better myself, I should say. But also, it's not Nintendo. He just disappeared. He did. Damn it. There's a cloud over there. Oh yeah, I'm all for that. Especially when you're not looking for something specific. A shiny Buzzwole. Rad. I would get one and name it Snom. Probably Buff Snom. I don't know if they fixed this, but back when it was still possible to trade in watts for luxury balls, I made enough money to never really have to care about, like, stocking up on anything ever again. think it was an exploit. It was just like they let you trade it in for this item that sells for a lot of money. I didn't farm anything out. Just by the time I had beaten the game, I had enough watts to buy full 999 of the luxury balls, and they sell for a ton. So I'm good. Oh, I love the hats. Shiny Minior in Sun and Moon. My favorite shiny was in original Gold and Silver, and it was a natural found caught Furret. Centret, I think. And I named it Houndour. I didn't know what shinies were yet. Like, I didn't spoil that for myself, and they hadn't gone through the whole Gyarados thing to say, like, look, there's shinies in the game, keep an eye out. Like, I just ran into it, and that made a weird noise before I could catch it. It's pretty cool. My Obstacoon was also natural caught. This is actually the first shiny that I've actually ground for. And I don't know if it's something I love. Aw, lame. Cyndaquil was a rad design. I didn't care for the evolutions, but Cyndaquil was adorable. Like, Typhlosion's alright. Oh man. Yeah, back in the OG, like, Red and Blue days, they had these, like, tournaments you could go to at, like, local malls, just little conventions that they would do. And they, like, specifically asked you, did you cheat these Pokemon to level 100 if you were in the 100 bracket? And I remember, like, at least 2 or 3 of mine were legitimate, but the rest were definitely rare candy tricked. But I definitely told them, like, yeah, they're 100% legitimate. Of course. I'm sure they know better. Yeah, they've gotten too good at catching any of those things. Like, it's not worth risking your account. Back then, what are they gonna do? Ban you from online games? It happens, man. Like the kid fear. You don't want to get in trouble for it. They'll find a way. Ash Ketchum will come to your house, and he'll capture you in a ball. You know it's not true, but like, what if though? He will. I think the best they could do back then was just tell you that your game will get corrupted if you mess with it too much, which is kind of true. You know, you do run the risk of that, but I don't know, it only takes like one kid on the playground doing it, not having any repercussions, and you're like, oh yeah, of course you could do that. On one hand, yeah, that's definitely an overreaction, but on the other hand, like, I don't know, man. Doxing on stuff like this, that's kind of, I don't know, big bad spooky thing. They clearly, you know, should have handled that better, but like, oh, come on, man. I kinda get it. Yeah, exactly. Should have been handled better. Think last Pokemon. Wooloo was the Sun and Moon one, right? I think if any Pokemon professor were to dox you, I think that would be the one. Fukui seems like the kind of guy. Seems like you'd either be like real chill and cool, or like a real douche bro. I do love the Grump's take on it. Yeah, Piers should be a real guy. That outfit is just too fucking cool. And that mic stand, come to think of it. I've been wanting to make a custom mic stand just to have, just to do it. Definitely something the more recent gens have gotten better. I don't care about any of the NPCs in like the first 2 games at all. You know? Maybe Oak. Oak is cool. But like more recent gens, there's always like Lance and like some... Not Lance. What's his name? I can't remember anybody's name. But there were cool characters where you're like, ah, yeah, I ran into that person again and outside of the Elite Four context or whatever. You kind of like become a fan of them outside of the context of them being a boss in the area. Team Skull is rad. Team Yell is alright. But Skull, they just seem like such such a lovable dudes. Yeah, it's a little off-putting when they're like competent. You know, Black and White's stuff was just sort of. This is getting weird. Like that guy is clearly like damaged. I don't want to fight him. I want to hug him and make sure he's okay. Just feel better, all right? Stop being like the head of this weird Pokemon cult. You always have to like try and up the stakes where like we're just trying to do this. Oh, and also destroy the world. We would definitely want to do the destroy the world thing. Yeah. I like the way that Sword and Shield handled it, where the evil team is just sort of there. They're just soccer hooligans. Well, didn't teams? I didn't play Sun and Moon, but didn't Team Skull, like dance all cool? I might be thinking of something else, but I thought they like always had cool little dance routines when you run into them. I do remember right. All right, cool. Yeah, I liked them. Yeah, I think they kind of lost the plot for a minute there when they thought, like, the reason people liked Team Rocket was because Team Rocket was doing sinister stuff in the background. They liked Team Rocket because Jesse and James. They liked Team Rocket because they were bungling idiots and it was funny. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Keep it light, keep it goofy, it's Pokemon. You get too serious, you start running into like Yu-Gi-Oh! Territory where like children's card games decide the fate of the universe. You could do that, you can lean into it, make it silly from being too serious, but nah, no one's gonna take it that way. They're all just gonna look at it and be, yeah, okay. One of these days, you little sheepball. Oh, damn. lore-wise, I barely follow anything with Pokemon, even the games that I've played. But, I didn't play Sun and Moon. It didn't look interesting to me. Aside from, you know, some kind of cool character designs. And some really, like, cool Pokemon. Sword and Shield was kind of rough. Like the way that all shook down, the story of that was really like, whatever. Bad guy's motivation was very like bad. That's good. The story of Sword and Shield was like, y'all need energy, right? Well, guess we gotta kill half the people. Let's all Thanos, because, you know, Pokemon. Super serious, you know, energy crisis. Yeah, that's the story you need. You create your own little meta-narratives of, like, looking for something specific, or hunting something down, or the raids, or something like that. Making curry. I'm a fan of this game. It definitely, like, turned around on me, but when they announced that they were doing the whole curry thing, how there's a curry dex and there's hundreds that you can make, and all of that, I was just... Curry. You couldn't fill out the whole Pokédex, but you added an entire curry dex. A whole system of different curries you can make. I would have taken the Abra, Kadabra, Alakazam line instead of all of that. Just add a few more Pokemon instead of all of that. But, whatever. Clearly, they failed and this game was not successful and no one's playing it ever. I kind of liked the way they did it in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Being able to just walk around and see what you're getting into, that was kind of nifty. I mean, it's definitely a more casual experience. But, you know, sometimes you need that. It's a good problem to have, though. I liked the chaining mechanics in that one, too. Like, it felt like there was a little bit more of a challenge to it. You can get into a cool groove where, like, if you can kind of be extra careful about it, you can get some like, really rare stuff chaining. And actually feel like you have a decent chance of getting a shiny. Yeah, for what they took away from it, it was still a very good game. I wouldn't be angry if they decided to continue that trend and keep making, like, more and more with that, like, style. As long as it doesn't get in the way of, like, more mainline games. It's a fun distraction. Nope. Alright, I don't know how much more of this I can do in a day. One thing's for sure, if it weren't for, like, chatting with folks, I probably would have stopped like an hour ago. So, thanks for the company. Yeah, it just means I get to do it again. I also have the yellow Nuzlocke that I can get back to at some point. Yellow is a bad idea for a Nuzlocke. I know that now. Nope, still at it. Don't know for how much longer. But, hey Darkamar. How's it going? Got to be close to 1100 at this point. Oh, it just stops at 999. Well then. I guess we'll never know. Oh man. That was my way of counting. I was looking forward to seeing where I was at. I guess by the time I do this next, I'll set up a little on-screen counter. Oh, that's right, you're working on that project. T-minus 2 days, 1 day? Realized I didn't answer the actual question. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Just, starving for my shiny Wooloo here. That project's looking pretty good, dude. Yeah, it looks clean and the style's pretty good. Two hours today. We're well past the 100 mark for this session. Although I don't know exactly how far past. At least 100 encounters down. Oh, thanks. I like this one. Proud of this one. I think this is one of the earlier ones where, like, I set out to do something. I wanted to do something that was, yeah, exactly, Jazz and Excel. Yeah, I wanted to do a chiptune jazzy track, and it came out the way I kind of imagined it. Usually I kind of wind up with something I like, but not always what I was after. mean, I hope that all of them are gonna be the one, you know? Kind of really hoped that would be the one, because, like, Momo showing up top, creepy track starts up, nice black sheep, shiny Wooloo shows up. Yeah. Would have been a good moment. Geez, now that I know that the Pokédex isn't counting anymore, why am I still fighting them? Yeah, the everyday chiptune stuff is on basically whatever you use. I can't think of any streaming service or anything that it's not on. But there's a specific playlist too. Just that doesn't have any of the covers that I did or anything with vocals, just to make it easier for streamers. Specifically a streamer playlist. Got a chance to look at the Cubomb Spotify analytics yesterday. We, like, don't push Spotify very much, but we're doing very, like, surprisingly well over there. For only having 4 songs out, we're doing, like, pretty decent numbers. Aw, thanks. It feels unearned at this point, because, like, we put so much work into the other ones, and they're doing about the same strength, I guess. But always nice to find, like, oh, this is doing, like, way better than we were expecting without, like, any input. So that's fun. is her sending because of the delay? They're sending alright, I just get distracted. It's to be expected, there's like a minute or something. I'm doing a dual stream right now, it's both Twitch and YouTube, so... Something kind of like gets in the way of that, makes it take a little bit longer, I think. What am I doing? Stop. It's a little weird. My position in the band, I'm the primary writer for music, and I play what is effectively rhythm guitar, but I do it on a bass, and then vocals. Gene handles most of the lyrics, he handles management, he handles, you know, a lot of that kind of stuff, and he also helps me, you know, helps me with a bit of the writing. He'll listen to stuff and say like, hey, make that a little punchier or whatnot. Mostly falls between the two of us. Izzy, rather. But there's a lot of contributions from everybody else as well. Like Jordy handles some of the vocal writing, some of the part writing and stuff for her parts. Whenever we need a solo, we can always lean on Ari for something good to fill in. Sam has a lot of really good input for production things, like how to make something pop a little bit better, or, how to make a couple parts of the track like not overlap when you don't want them to overlap. And then Jake's just outright written a few of our songs. Like he's an all-rounder. Hey, thanks for listening. You know, it means a lot that people are responding to it. I think we'd still be doing it anyway, but like it would be, you know, much less forefront for a lot of us if there wasn't such a strong reaction from people. Can't wait to get back out and like play again though. I don't think there is. I think at least for me, I don't care. Talk as much as you want. Anybody can chat. But I think in general, from what I've seen with Twitch, like the more people talking and the more that they talk, the better it is for the streamer. Like an active chat is never a bad thing. Besides, the easy answer for all of that is like if you say something and it's just like not worth responding to, I don't have to say anything back, so. I think that's the unspoken rule, is if, you know, you don't get a response, maybe that's when things can kind of like calm down a little bit. Even that though, sometimes it's just, you know, I'm busy with like looking at sheep. That's a nice sheep. I kind of like this process a lot more. Not having to knock them out every time and see the little sad Wooloo animation. Now I'm just a sheep inspector. Yes, okay, yeah, very nice, very nice. Okay, you're good, you're free to go. Dragapult agrees. You have a nice day. It's gonna help me sleep at night too. Like this is a much nicer experience. Just observe, check them out. Looks okay, looks healthy. All right, all right. It does make me sleepy after a while. You know, 2.5 hours in, go figure. Those horns look nice. Not too pointy, not too round. Alright, this one can stay. The other fun part of this is you're just going around startling squirrels until they go away, so that the sheep can hang out. Heart-shaped nose. Got the little minus signs in the eyes. Yeah, that's healthy. That's good. Have a nice day. like the little angry face it makes. Yeah, you show him, Wooloo. This is the place for it. Like, you can find them in the wild elsewhere, but the group of Pokemon that you run into in this little circle, half of them aren't aggressive, and the other half are, like, actively afraid of you. So you can scare away the squirrels, and then you get a quicker, like, respawn of what could hopefully be another Wooloo. And then you don't have to worry about trying to avoid the birds, because they just kind of randomly just move in one direction. Nothing ever comes after you, so it's just a very easy spot for it. Probably would be, like, way more interesting to do this somewhere else. But probably a lot less efficient. Could also just start breeding Wooloo. Yep, good fluff. Nice braids. Yeah, this one's good. Oh, 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 I saw a cloud. I might have despawned it. Ears slanted in the correct angle. Nice little pink edges. This one's okay. Shiny coat, little feetsies. You're good. Wee Scheme, whoa! How you doing, buddy? It's been a minute. Yeah, we got new music in the works. A lot of behind-the-scenes stuff going on. A lot of hurry up and wait because of all of this. But, yeah, things are coming. Things are happening. How have you been? Yep, trademark soon, new music. Let's see. We got one thing probably going to happen a lot closer than the actual album dropping. But it's under NDA, so sorry. What else? Man. I mean, we got these chiptune things going on. If you look over at the channel, there's those. It's not much, but it's at least music. It's better than, you know, being a punk band looking for a Pokemon. What am I doing? Nope. I'm all distracted because Wii Scheme's here. Yep, this one's good. Little triangle horns. It's alright. You can stay. Yeah, it's gonna be rad. The thing after that is the album, or however it ends up getting put out. You know how it is, albums are kind of passé nowadays. But it will be an album's worth of music, however it comes out. You're doing pop punk lately, that's rad. Feels like it's getting a little bit more popular nowadays. A little bit living up to the pop part of its name. What you been streaming, man? What games? I remember tuning in for a few of the Mario streams way back when. Then again, what games? Yeah, you probably are still doing the, you know, donate to change the game thing, right? Important task, Sleepy. Oh no. That's a tough thing to give away. I know mine's around somewhere. I know all it's doing is gathering dust somewhere, but I don't think I could ever part with it. Yo! Thanks for the follow, man. I think Kat's... she's probably still napping. There's not much for her to do because this takes up the computer and this Switch. So she just like took a nap for a while, and I think that's still happening. Yeah, this is the first time I've done the multicast thing. And yeah, I'm seeing that. YouTube's very, very slow. There's a setting that I think I can change to make it go a little bit quicker, but I don't know what that does. Oh, sweet! Gotta have butts. What is life without butt stuff? For anyone not in the know, WeScheme's a YouTuber who did a review of our one song of our video for Everything Is Fine, and it was super cool. And his music is super cool, and his streams are super cool, and he's I don't know, sometimes a bit of a jerk, but in a cool way. So yeah, WeScheme's rad. He owns it though, like it's a cool thing, you know? Yeah, exactly. Have you reviewed anything, like, notable lately? Anything I should, like, keep an eye out for? Oh boy. Falling in reverse, huh? Alright. I'll give it another try. Yeah. Old Falling in Reverse is kinda hard to look at. Little too cringy for my taste, but I mean, they did change everything up, right? Old school was Radkey, and I can't really condone that, but I guess even he's kind of changed his tone lately. All right. Let me say, I'm gonna write that down before I forget here. Is that it? Okay, I don't know. I know Radkey's just doing like solo projects and stuff too. Yeah, WeScheme's one of the good ones. You should definitely support him. Yeah, he's always had something about him, but like, just the absolute, like, bombast of the first bits of stuff that he did, and, like, it's just so hard to listen to, you know? Like, the sound's there, it sounds fine, it's just, like, you gotta really grit your teeth to get through some of that content. But when I guess if you lean into the fact that it's all kind of an act and he's just kind of being himself a bit, I don't know. I have complicated opinions on that. Well said. I'm stoked to hear some Wii Scheme pop punk. That's gonna be fun. You've got that good hell voice on you, so that could make for some fun stuff. Yeah, Toast is a Twitch god. Hey, who knows? Sometimes the genre stuff can really pop for you. Fun. Yeah, that's the way it is right now. I mean, mixing influences and throwing like reggae and like dub stuff into what would normally be considered pop punk, it can give it like new life. Not a huge fan of when they do that specifically, but 21 Pilots, like, they're when they hit, they hit. Yeah, like they've got this like, I don't know, vibe to them that really works, but they definitely have like 2 or 3 types of song. Every album has just been like this archetype of like, here's the reggae song, here's the like the banger that you can't get away from, and then here's like the really soft schmaltzy thing that you're just like, really? This is the same people? It's like the first 3 tracks that you hear from Imagine Dragons ever. You know, everyone heard Radioactive and was like, oh shit, this is tight. And then there's that other thing that's like, alright, this is kind of cool. And then there's like, just, this is a car commercial. Why am I listening to this? Exactly. They'll put out like 1 or 2 songs per album that are like, okay, yeah, this is valid, this is good. But then everything else is just kind of, I don't know, uninspired, not interesting. It wouldn't be so bad if it weren't so, like, ubiquitous back in the day. Like, it's probably better now. Oh, God. Yeah. Linkin Park. Early Linkin Park was some shit, man. It was good. 7 Transformers albums. Yeah, they'd have something that's just... Again, like, their production was always on point, and every once in a while there'd be something that kind of mixes with it lyrically alright. Like, Mike Shinoda can write stuff, but, you know, there would just be so many near misses after, you know, the first 2, maybe 3 albums, I think. That last album was just all kinds of disappointing for me. But I mean, It was kind of just, you know, showing everybody this is where I'm at, and that, you know, in retrospect, it kind of makes more sense. True, true. That was some heartfelt shit, but... Yeah, I ended up going to the like final tribute show thing that they did. It was really neat. Surprisingly, like, of all the guest vocalists that came out to like cover for Chester, like, the guy from Sum 41 fucking killed it. I would never have like been like, oh yeah, that's the guy who could possibly replace it. I'd say, you know, they'd find someone from the metal side of things. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have thought that because it's pop punk going into Linkin Park, but god damn, he like killed it. Yeah, I wish I would have seen them in their. I'm glad I got to see that show, but good god, like, it just kind of drove home that you're never actually going to see like them at full power again. And, like, it wasn't the best show ever. You know, it was marred by a lot of issues, but at the same time, like, it was an experience. You know, I'm glad I was there for it, but like, I don't know, more of a downer than an upper, and I don't know why anyone would expect anything other than that. I still have like the little lights that they gave out to the crowd. Like, there were 2 seats next to me, like, they just didn't know about the lights. They sat on it the entire show. So when they got up to leave, like, they did the Los Angeles exit where, you know, this is the finale, the last song of the night, and they already got up and like walked away. So I got to steal like a couple extra ones and gave them to a few friends who were sad that they couldn't make it. But yeah, I've got my little LED LP light. Oh, please, man. Same to you. Are you actually on Twitch sometimes? I always saw you on YouTube. Can you raid on YouTube? This is literally the first time I'm streaming on... Okay, cool. I'm not the only... Like, there's supposed to be some kind of reason why you're not supposed to do multi-streaming. But knowing that you get away with that shit... Alright, I feel a little bit better about it. Alright, man. Thanks for stopping by. Same, I'll follow you and we'll trade some viewers. You can have all 4 of my viewers. Oh, yeah. I can get away with this because it's mine, but I don't usually music on both. Okay, I'm pushing I'm pushing 200 in a day at this point. I gotta call it soon. Yeah, I'm at 2 hours 52 minutes. I think at 3 hour mark I'm gonna call it. No luck. Still at it. You missed it, Cat. Wii Scheme was here. Yeah, it's been fun watching that guy, because, like, when he first reviewed us, he was doing all right. He had a decent following, but, like, as I was watching him over the last, like, year or so, he actually got to the point where he could, like, do this kind of stuff full time, and it was like really cool and like kind of heartfelt to see. So he's like pushing his brand and like doing all the hustle to get all this stuff down pat, and like it's a jerk character, but he's like a cool dude. So Toast, you like, if that's what you want to do, you definitely should go after that, because you've got like the charisma to do that kind of stuff. This is incredibly unnatural for me. I'm not like an outgoing, bubbly, talky person. But like watching your streams, it's very like obvious that you've got something that makes it like easier to like stick around for. I have these long pauses where I have to like run towards the next white cloud. Really shouldn't take as much like concentration as it does. Oh boy. I'm learning. I feel like I'm doing a lot better than I was like a month ago. I hope. But yeah, it's definitely a muscle to flex. And you definitely have that muscle. Also, just the way things are going with streaming and the way like everybody kind of just came up with like, the idea to do this, like me and other people. Hi, Hypernova. Welcome. Yeah, you probably have a pretty good career of just, like, being the person who knows how to stream and knows how to set things up. You could probably make a nice little living on that. Shiny hunting your favorite Pokemon. Wooloo is the best. Second, maybe to Snom. But I'm not about to hunt a Snom. I'd rather have Wooloo. We are well over 1,000 into this hunt, by the way. And no luck so far. Full odds, I have the shiny charm. We're definitely past the point where, I've encountered enough of them. So, any minute now, any day now, hopefully before we hit like 3,000. So many sheep. Oh man, we made it through my playlist twice. What's up, sheep? Yeah, I was thinking the other day, you mentioned that you just put in for that internship, Toast. Like, you did mention that, like, you know how to stream and are, like, good at that stuff, right? Because a couple of days after you had mentioned you put in that internship, I saw that some of the, like, an animator that I follow was, like, stuck trying to figure out how to stream because they were doing it for Viacom. And they're like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but somebody came over and set it up for me. And, like, yeah, alright. I think that's probably a good skill to have on your, like, internship application. Like, I can set that stuff up for you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping for the Square Shiny. I'll take anything at this point. But, like, Square Shiny is where it's at. The one Shiny that I have right now was one that I ran into naturally, and he's a Square Shiny. Good old Snom. Perfect. Yeah, of course you did. Of course. That's, like, amazing software to know. Wow, I can see why Twitch doesn't want you to multi-stream. Almost every single person who bumps into me on YouTube and then is like, oh, they're on Twitch too? They just jump over immediately. This is funny. See, that's the way to do it. That's how you support somebody. You jump onto both. Watch it from two separate places. To be perfectly honest, we need the people on YouTube more, but, like, it's a worse, you know, streaming platform, so wherever's better for you, but, like, if you watch on YouTube, then it helps towards the watch hours, which is kind of, like, a big problem for us. Okay, we're about to hit that 3-hour mark. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, I can't really imagine a real transfer from one to the other. Aside from, like, what's happening to me right now. But, like, Twitch has just been, like, building from the ground up, honestly. There isn't a whole lot of crossover. Even that, it's just, like, from everything else, we're getting all of our, like, Twitter people slowly like, oh yeah, I guess I'll try it out. I'm not seeing a whole lot of, like, natural growth on Twitch. But YouTube, like, we get like 3 or 4 follows a day on that just from doing nothing. Like, that's kind of nice. Yeah, I'm seeing that. You know, seeing how slow even someone like Jonan Vasquez is growing on Twitch. Like, how is that not just blowing up insanely fast? Granted, like he jumped, I'm sure, straight from like being obscure to being where he's at, like that. But you know, I'd expect so much more people showing up to that stream just on the power of that name. Like the YouTube streaming stuff seems a lot more explosive from what I've seen, because like I guess I only really watch the giant ones on YouTube anyway, because it's like Game Grumps, you know, that's huge. They're already giant, so when they do a offshoot thing, it's gonna be like 1,000 people immediately. Yeah, it's got a stigma about it, I think. Yeah, he's fun to watch. That's gotta be such a point, like, his disdain for that, like, for his own creation, feels like it's stuff of legend. You know, I don't know him personally, I know anecdotally through, like, 2 or 3 layers of separation, like, his feelings towards all of that. But, like, when you think Zim fan, there's a very specific type of person that shows up in your head. You know, it's not always the case. I'm a Zim fan. I don't see myself as that way, but there's definitely the king of random that pops up, you know, in your head. The fact that that stream isn't just absolutely 100% that is probably a testament to the work you do, but also it's kind of like a miracle. Well, it's right there in the rules. Like, you know, when I first like got in there, I actually read through those things. Like, oh yeah, he's like, don't try to be the funniest person in the room. No one's here to watch you. No one's here to listen to you. Say stuff if it's pertinent and move on. Like, it's right up front with it. I feel like anything he does in life now kind of needs that little, like, snippet ahead of it. This and a ferret on an escalator? You know how to live life. Like, those are 2 amazing things. Oh wait, no, not this part. This is alright. The ferret, that's how this content becomes, like, great. My stream is fantastic if you watch something far more interesting as well. Yeah, there's, you know, there's a world for that. If we could just release, you know, new songs at the same pace that I can just, you know, run around and look at Wooloo, that'd be fantastic. Oh, I know. I can't wait for that moment. It's probably going to have to wait till tomorrow, because I'm already past when I said I'd stop. I'm going to write a Spark track about it once I get it. Knowing me, I'm gonna accidentally kill the thing. Maybe I just need to write it ahead of time. Maybe that's how I can summon it. God, I'm thinking about the Spark track that I need to like touch up and finish from Friday, and like I just don't know what to do with it. It's missing a very specific part, and I just don't know how to approach it. I need to just like wake up tomorrow and do it. Darkamar, if you weren't working on a project right now, I'd say go for it. Odds are there will still be a need for a Wooloo inspector by the time your project's over. I have that on my Zamazenta. I don't need it though, like it's a level 3. When it's time to catch it, it's just gonna be 2 or 3 Pokeballs and it's done. Oh god. No, please no. Please don't use explosion. No self-destruct. There's a few that are really bad for shiny hunting, yes. Like, they just added Abra to this game, and for a second I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to get a shiny Abra, because Alakazam is exactly my favorite Pokemon. But its shiny just looks so stupid that I'm like, okay, I can just settle for having a decent Alakazam. Yeah, if you wanted to, you're like a 50% chance on the Pokeball, and then it just teleports away if you don't get it right away. No bird! Bad bird. It's a cute bird. Really don't like the design on its eyes, though. Oh yeah, Corviknight's rad. That thing is metal as hell. I love Corviknight. Yes, I have Hades. I haven't beaten it. But I'm like probably a couple playthroughs away from getting through. It is amazing. The music is just top tier. Kat was obsessed with it for like a couple weeks. It is so Josh Homme. It's like god tier Queens of the Stone Age, like, but like Middle Eastern somehow. It's great. God, if the art book doesn't fit inside of the jacket for a Switch game, then yeah, I'm in. But like, I could kind of see the advertising going on there, and they're like, oh, so they have like a little booklet lit, you know? Agreed. Yeah, Zagreus is he's a heartthrob. I'm all about Dusa, though. Yeah, it's just dripping with style everywhere. The gameplay is tight. Like, I'm happy that Supergiant like finally got a game that's just, this is perfect, you know? Like, I feel like they like landed every single aspect of that game exactly where it needed to be. You know, Transistor and Bastion and all of those, they have the style, but there's just something about it that's just off. There's always one little piece, it's like, I could skip the rest of this because the gameplay was, you know, but the gameplay is solid. It's the perfect kind of roguelite that even someone who hates roguelites like me can get into and love. Like, chef's kiss, absolutely. Yeah, like I can't do any of the Souls games. I bought Bloodborne and started to play it and got like, oh, oops, got about 10 minutes into it and then was stuck fighting that same boss for literally a month and with no progress because I just don't think that way. I need games that treat me like a baby and will like make things slightly easier for me as I fail at them, right? Yeah, it's like, I guess it's a little presumptuous for them to be like, well, you're gonna die, so let's just program it into the game, but realistically, you're supposed to die. You're not supposed to be so good at the game right off the bat that you just, like, saunter right through it. Even though that's probably possible. Then there's the God mode version that you can play if you're just absolutely not in it for the gameplay, where they just ramp up your progression super fast. Yeah, they're so good about accessibility with that game. That YouTube channel, Game Maker's Toolkit, did a really big, like, nice write-up on them about their accessibility. And, like, difficulty scaling in games. You could still have your, like, original Nintendo, this is so hard because of, like, quarter-munching difficulty stuff. We're talking about Hades. Like, you could still make it as hard as you want on yourself, really. But, like, if you're like me and you get frustrated easily, you could just kind of, like, walk out of the room, you know? Say, like, no, I want to play the game like this, and it'll give you that option. Okay, you know, turn on all the bonus stuff. Mav, you would love the shit out of that game. Oh god, this has got to be somewhere in, like, the 1200 range right now. The counter is stopped on 999. Yeah, Mav, it's you play the son of Hades and you're escaping hell. And, like, every time you die, it gives you a little bit more of the story. So you're supposed to, like, try and escape, get killed, tells you more story, you interact with more people in hell. And then you get a little bit further because you're a little bit stronger and you kind of know the game a little bit better. And it's just so beautifully tuned that every time you get a little bit further, it just, like, feeds you just a tiny bit more of the story. It's beautiful. And you can pet the dog. Yeah, it's, like, super up your alley, too, because I know you like, like, the whole Pantheon thing. It's not, you know, it's not Egyptian in theme, it's Greek, but, like, same kind of deal. You're just kind of, like, learning about the gods and their, like, portrayal of it. So, it's pretty cool. Alright, thanks, Darkumar. Have a good night. I'm gonna be heading out in a second, too. Kick that project's ass. Oh yeah, Australia. Right. Insert dumb joke about lunch being upside down. I swear to God, if I get a shiny anything else in these accidental, like, bump intos... Closest I've been to Australia is Thailand, which isn't too bad, I think. What? Like, for reals, though? Or is it like, you know, how we eat alligators sometimes? Huh. Alright. Yeah, I would expect that as sort of like a, you know... Ooh, it's an ostrich burger. Isn't that weird? You can do it, though, because we have ostriches here. But no, it's just sort of like... chicken, beef, or kangaroo. Crazy. Doesn't seem like it would be good. I'm not in a rush to try kangaroo meat. Hey, I mean, gator's pretty good. There's my last two clouds. Is this that project that you were asked to work on? Did you know about Shut the Fuck Up? That's gonna be a fun project. Have fun with that, that's sick. It would cost you literally $0 fucking dollars to have not said that. Wait, what just popped up? I like that. What is murder but a permaban? Oh my god! Oh, and it's a square. Oh god! Oh wow! Fuck yeah! Oh shit! It's so beautiful! Okay, that's the X button, right? That's the X button. Okay. Premiere ball. Yes, please. Could do this all day. Critical capture. Oh, hell yeah. Oh my god. 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 Snom is home. I'm so glad I went past the time that I said I would stop. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god. Yes, nickname. This. Oh no, that's going in the party. And it's never evolving, it is staying exactly like this forever. Oh, it's so cute! Oh my god! I really hate that. I really hate that. The auto link generation that Twitch does. Deaf Milk Blood Trail. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, no, no, no. Who is he replacing? Oh, I don't even know what gender it is. What is it? No, I do need to level that up. Oh, no, Zam, definitely not. Shit! I guess I could replace Snom. Okay. How could I replace Snom with Snom? Oh shit, yeah, thank you, save. Oh fuck, Dave's here. Oh no, not Dave. Dave shows up and turns off the console. Ah! Finally! Oh god. Okay. What do I need to know about this thing? It has Fluffy, that's normal. Tackle, growl, defensive curl, that's normal. Bashful. I don't know what bashful means. I'm gonna need to look up all kinds of stuff. Get like the perfect EVs and everything for it. My beautiful baby boy. Okay. All right. What a wonderful way to end my night. Thank you for joining me. I finally got him. Oh my god. Alright. The next one, I don't know if I'm gonna keep going with it, but yeah, we'll see. I'll bring him back and I'll start leveling him up. We'll make the perfect Wooloo. The perfect snom. Alright. Good night, everybody.